And we begin here tonight tracking Melissa. The monster storm made landfall today as a Category 5 hurricane. We're seeing devastating damage in parts of Jamaica tonight. The storm now taking aim at Cuba, where authorities are preparing for evacuations. We have team coverage. Jason Allen is on the ground in Jamaica. Adi Guajardo has more on the response from our area. Let's begin with Lonnie Quinn. He is tracking the storm from our weather center. Lonnie?
Okay, KJ, the 11 o'clock numbers are in from the National Hurricane Center. The storm, you talked about it coming on shore with 185-mile-per-hour winds for Jamaica, a super strong Cat 5. As it moved over the land of Jamaica, some interference with the ground, a little friction right there. It was downgraded to a Cat 4. 8 p.m. tonight, downgraded to a Cat 3. Well, it has now emerged back into the warm waters. And look, we are back now to finding an eye again. It's stronger. You now have a Category 4 storm again. We'll talk about it, making its move over towards Cuba. But there you see it, sandwiched in between. There's Jamaica, there's Cuba. If we can zoom in a little tighter. If I've got to pick a landfall area right now, I think it's going to be somewhere around Santiago de Cuba, which unfortunately is the second largest city in Cuba. It's a Cat 4 right now. It looks to be holding on to that Cat 4 strength as it makes a landfall. Sometime in the wee early hours of Wednesday, it becomes a Cat 3 as it gets downgraded, moving over the land, right? And then it emerges back into the warm waters north of Cuba, and it should be affecting the Bahamas. We feel probably somewhere like around a Cat 2, but even Bermuda could be dealing with a Cat 1, maybe a Cat 2 as you look down the road. I talked historically about how this storm ranks. Well, how's this? And I'm talking the Atlantic and the Pacific. There has never been a stronger hurricane to make landfall ever, not in recorded history. Melissa today, 185-mile-per-hour winds. It's tied with Dorian and the Labor Day hurricane of 1935. Irma, 2017, is in second place. Now, hear me on this. There's been a Pacific hurricane with much stronger winds, 215-mile-per-hour winds with Patricia, but it made landfall with 165. This storm today is epic and historic. KJ, it's all yours.
Okay, Lonnie, thank you. And, you know, the extent of Melissa's wrath can't even begin to be assessed until the sun rises tomorrow. And with the storm still battering Jamaica tonight, historic winds and relenting rain will cause catastrophic damage. Jason Allen has more now from Portmore, Jamaica.
Christine, Jamaica is about to go through a second full night while experiencing the full force from Hurricane Melissa. That's how slow this storm has been moving. For several hours now, all afternoon and well into the evening, this area's been experiencing these strong gusty winds, big torrential bursts of rain, and of course, the ocean building right here along the shoreline. Now, the problem with that is we go through another night and into the day tomorrow. Travel was already difficult during daylight today. Even as we tried to get around, there were trees that were over roads that block traffic. There's flooding that is happening all over the place. It's likely that there are power lines down too. There are police and there are military that are on patrol around here. They will assess any of those immediate needs. But as far as those aid agencies that have staged here, that are ready to get out, it's likely going to be another night until they can get out and reach the people that they need. Jason Allen in Portsmouth, Jamaica, CBS News, New York.
And Jamaicans will be in dire need of everyday essentials, and people in our area have answered a call to assist. Adi Guajardo spoke to several local organizations gathering donations.
The first donation arrived just an hour after Jamaicans abroad helping Jamaicans at home. A nonprofit known as the Jaja Foundation put a call out for help. Trevor Dixon.
She bought feminine products. She bought first aid kits.
An emergency medical physician and the founder of the nonprofit says last summer Hurricane Beryl tore through part of Jamaica, and now Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5, is wreaking havoc on the island. It's why he says they're ramping up their calls for help.
So our intention is to send containers containing primarily zinc and lumber in one container, and another container will contain food and supplies to keep people their basic needs.
He says his foundation is hoping to raise $1 million and partnered with the owner of the original dumpling shop here in the Bronx, where people can drop off essentials like water, non-perishable items, and hygiene supplies. During our visit, Dr. Dixon called to check in on Karen Shields.
It was terrible. It was the most horrific experience I've ever encountered in my life.
A senior board member who sheltered in place during the most powerful hurricane to ever hit Jamaica since record keeping began 174 years ago.
There are places in Jamaica that don't have concrete homes, and I just fear that all those homes are no longer there.
The president of the American Friends of Jamaica, a New York nonprofit, says in the last 48 hours they raised $1 million in match funds, and they're hoping to raise another $1 million.
That will go to immediate relief efforts and rebuilding efforts on the ground.
The CEO of the Jamaica Independence Foundation says they're partnering with other nonprofits to raise upwards of $500,000.
So we're hoping to target single mothers with children who are displaced.
Donations are being accepted here at the original dumpling shop here in the Bronx. The owner says you don't have to call ahead of time. Just swing by during operating hours. In the Bronx, Adi Guajardo, CBS News, New York.
Stay with us for continuing coverage of Hurricane Melissa. Our morning team will have the latest on the storm's path tomorrow, beginning at 4:30 a.m.